Watch this video to the end of how Judge Fleischer revoked this lovely young lady's bond on several prior cases due to repeated violations, emphasizing the seriousness of her non-compliance. Justice served, no one can escape Judge Fleischer's court.
You will now be signing an affidavit with me today promising that you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuses are. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and or a $500 fine every time you drive. You are on bond for 2 cases. The conditions that we set forth, for me, it goes in 1 ear and it goes out the other ear. You telling me something is, when you get out the doors, you still do whatever the hell you want to do without regard to bond conditions in this court. You can run, but the long arm gonna get you every single time. You can only go so far. Sorry, no time served. You know how it goes. I told you, every time we come back, we're gonna do it until it takes.
Judge, I forgot to approach you on this other case. It's Miss Loyola. Judge, she has an AFM in our court, but she has a felony.
So she's on bond for an assault of a family member.
Yes.
On bond for a felony assault of a peace officer, and now you pick up a new case.
And what happened was she went to felony.
Hold on. I don't even think we've done probable cause yet. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You now stand charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
On March 19, 2025, a law enforcement officer observed a white Chevrolet Silverado ahead of him on the block 12600 block of Will Clayton Parkway and ran the license plate through the NCIC TCIC. Registration was shown to be expired as of June 2024. A traffic stop was initiated and the law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, the driver. The law enforcement officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and the defendant claimed at first she didn't have anything in the motor vehicle, then confessed she had marijuana and several pipes. The defendant was detained. Probable cause search for the motor vehicle was done, and the law enforcement officer located multiple marijuana pipes. The law enforcement officer located a small bag of a leafy green substance and a black bag in the back seat. It was identified as marijuana, and the bag was within arm's reach of the defendant. Total weight of the marijuana was 0.09 ounces.
See if she has a license.
Yes, Your Honor. It does show being
Eligible or
ineligible.
ineligible? Not allowed to drive. You will now be signing an affidavit with me today promising that you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuses are. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and or a $500 fine every time you drive. You are on bond for 2 cases. Your first bond violation report was filed in February for you not showing up for testing and not picked up a new case. I now revoke your bond on the assault case.
Judge, if I may.
Please.
She went to felony court. And she was also revoked there. She just spent probably 4 or 5 days there, is that right? And she's out here, so.
The day that I was in jail for a traffic ticket.
I don't know if you heard that, Judge, but the day that she missed court here the first time.
No, we never missed the
You missed it, that's right. She actually texted me and she got taken into custody because of a traffic ticket. I have all that. So she was actually on her way to the testing and got picked over, and therefore she couldn't continue to make it there. So she's already been punished for bond revocation on the felony court, which she spent 5 days in jail last week. When did you get out on that? Saturdays. And so if you take her in, I know you have a right to, Judge. It seems to me like it's kind of like a double whammy for her, especially for the fact that for that first BVR, she did honestly try to make an attempt to get there. I have the phone records for that, Judge.
When someone tells me something and they repeatedly fail to recognize the conditions that we set forth, for me, it goes in 1 ear and it goes out the other ear. You telling me something is, when you get out the doors, you still do whatever the hell you want to do without regard to bond conditions in this court. I'm now revoking your bond. She goes with me. Well, hold on. I need to sign this affidavit so she's not going to drive. And then she goes with you. I'm sorry,
Can I-
but it's just one thing after the other. Just
Do you want to go ahead and just, issue a new bond, or can I revisit you in about an hour and figure out what we want to do? You want to do it that way?
Judge, I am here on our friend. I feel like almost like he's family. Daniel Fraser.
okay.
He was charged with another escape.
Oh,
You know, get him back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was surprised to see him pull up on my docket as well, but not really.
will you stay on it?
Yeah, I'm on, Judge. You know, we have a decent relationship. Even though we believe we know how this is going to go, at least from you, because right now the bond is set at $50,006, and $50,000 in the felony court. He wants me to ask you for a time served. I believe I already know what the answer is going to be. And in the event that you deny my request for a time served, he said he's willing to go back and get treatment, and he's willing to complete treatment this time. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect him upstairs, because
Ours, until you go upstairs, is taken care of, because then we'll take him.
understood.
That's so.
And the big problem is I'm not representing him upstairs. His court date is like May the whenever. It's like really far down the line. Yeah. So
Get you going. Do you mind bringing up Mr. Fraser, please? Thanks. How are you? You're back.
yes, sir.
Good to see you. How are things? Good. What's good to see you?
Work great.
Say it again.
So they were good.
You know, you can run, but the long arm gonna get you every single time. You can only go so far. Sorry, no time served. You know how it goes. I told you, every time we come back, we're gonna do it until it takes. And you
So
know,
my only option, in all honesty, my only option for the misdemeanors treatment is no other option. No matter what. No matter even if I got treatment on my own.
really, really,
I mean, I've done it already. I've done it once. I've got behavioral treatment, and I've also got mental health. Behavioral and also substance abuse treatment. I've done both already.
I want to use ours. The problem is that I cannot do anything until the case upstairs is taken care of. So we're kind of in a holding pattern until upstairs. Hopefully, they will see that that's what we want to do here, and know, you know. But I don't know. I can't. You're not representing upstairs, right?
No, sir.
So we got to wait to see what happens upstairs, and then we'll just. Told you, we're just going to keep doing it until it takes. Hopefully, one day it does.
I really don't. I don't have a substance abuse problem. I really don't. And honest to God, I don't. Like I've stopped a long time ago. And honest to God, I've stopped, and I'm not trying to go that far. I just, honest to God, I don't have a substance abuse problem issue. I've stopped.
So I guess let's set it for 30, Mr. Brooker. Wait, because if they take care of it beforehand, you know, we'll see. And then if it's still set for the May 17th, we'll set it for the day after at that point. And then we'll see. Hopefully, you know, reach out to the lawyer, let them know this is what we want to do here. Hopefully, they'll see that that's what we're trying to do. And then, you know.
So basically, I'm waiting for the appellate to see what happens.
Hopefully that we'll see what we're trying to achieve and be on the same page as us. You know, this is the second time you're facing this charge upstairs. They may offer you 4 years, 5 years upstairs. You know, it's no joke. You know, I'm trying to help you, Mr. Fraser, believe it or not. You know, really. You're facing a lot of time, and it's not the first time. So if you try, you know, we played this game the first time. I don't know if they're going to.
Yes, sir.
And
It's a different court, Judge, so I'm hoping that we can have a similar outcome. And if they do it beforehand, I'll come off docket.
I want to do it, and hopefully if they see that you're really willing to. So, all right.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say hello. That's it.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you.
Great. We'll see you in 30.